In the Main 90s, a boy wanted to take over his father's business, a lucrative empire built on illegal drugs and weapons. His father, a multimillionaire, seemed to promise a life of power, but the cost was steep, a life lost to greed and betrayal. Competing against his own brother for control, he found himself caught in a violent struggle that claimed many lives. As he maneuvered through the dangerous underworld, guided by ambition and desperation, he finally earned his father's acceptance as his heir. But victory came at a high price, igniting a fierce gang war between the two brothers, where both would ultimately lose everything. As the conflict escalated, both brothers gathered their allies, creating a storm of violence that swept through the streets. Their once close bond shattered, replaced by a fierce desire to dominate the family business at any cost. With each move, lives were lost, and the stakes grew higher, leading to chaotic confrontations in dark alleys and abandoned warehouses. The city became a battleground, and amid the chaos, betrayal lurked around every corner. Ultimately, the harsh reality loomed. In their quest for power, they would face dire consequences, leading to a tragedy that no one could have foreseen. In the aftermath of their brutal clash, the consequences became painfully clear. One brother lay fighting for his life, as frantic efforts were made to save him in a sterile hospital room, filled with the sounds of desperation and hope. Meanwhile, the weight of their choices led to an inevitable conclusion, a funeral marked by heartbreak, where both brothers were mourned, side by side. As family and friends gathered beneath a gloomy sky, stories of what could have been lingered in the air, a chilling reminder that ambition driven by greed often leads to tragic endings. In the stillness of the graveyard, one family member stood alone, grappling with the heavy burden of loss and regret. Overcome by grief, they glanced down at the gravesite, the reality of two lives extinguished resting heavily on their heart. A soft wind rustled through the trees as memories flooded back, vivid images of happier times captured in a family portrait that now felt like a painful reminder of innocence lost. The world continued on, but for those left behind, the echoes of betrayal and love would linger forever, leaving an indelible mark on their souls. In the wake of tragedy, the remaining family members convened in the quiet confines of their home, sharing stories that intertwined laughter and tears. The room, adorned with faded photographs, held fragments of cherished memories as they reminisced about the brothers' youthful dreams before ambition led them down a treacherous path. At the dinner table, an empty chair served as a haunting reminder of their absence, a tangible void that echoed through every meal shared. As they navigated this grief together, the fragile bonds of family were tested, yet the love they had for one another became a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. In an act of remembrance and unity, the community came together for a candlelight vigil outside the family home. Soft whispers filled the air as friends and relatives lit candles, their flames dancing against the darkness, symbolizing the enduring love for the brothers lost too soon. Together, they released colorful balloons into the twilight sky, each one carrying dreams and memories, soaring high as a tribute to lives cut short by ambition and rivalry. As they watched the balloons disappear into the horizon, a collective promise was made to honor their memory by cherishing the bonds of family and community, ensuring that the lessons of the past would not be forgotten. In a gesture of love and remembrance, the family gathered in a tranquil park to plant a sapling in honor of the brothers. As they dug into the earth, each shovel of dirt was filled with memories, a shared tribute that aimed to celebrate rather than mourn. Amidst laughter and tears, a young child knelt beside the newly planted tree, holding a sign that read, "In loving memory," their innocence contrasting with the heaviness of grief. With each passing day, the sapling would grow, symbolizing resilience and the hope for new beginnings, reminding them all that even in loss, life continues to flourish. In time, the family found solace in each other, coming together around a large dining table to share meals filled with both laughter and sorrow. The atmosphere was a blend of cherished memories and stories that kept the brothers' spirit alive as their photographs smiled down upon the gathering. Each empty chair served not only as a reminder of loss, but as a symbol of love and connection that transcended their absence. One family member held a framed picture of the brothers closely, their joyful expressions igniting smiles amidst the tears, reminding everyone that while life had changed, the bonds of love remained unbroken.